The last video, I was at the hospital getting harassed by the police and by these white people over some marijuana. Getting harassed, man, over marijuana, some grass to go out the ground. The people use to help them. So in this next clip that we about to watch is about the death of my cousin, Malcolm Shaw. He was gunned down by the Bartlett Police over marijuana, some grass that grow out the ground. You mean tell me my cousin like one worth more than a half ounce of some grass? Y'all came to hit on while he's tired trying to rest from all his hard work of trapping. Y'all come gun him down. But I say, man, I was so hurt behind this one. Like when they killed my cousin Malcolm, a part of me died with Malcolm. I was already getting harassed over and over again, man. Malcolm was known for giving man good advice. His brother gave me the advice that the police officers keep on messing with me, just keep on complying. He told me not even do anything bad. I'm ready, man, to retaliate against the police. That's how angry I was. I'm getting so tired of taking my money. He like, don't you ever draw your weapon or anything on the police officer. You always keep it cool and you always follow their orders. And that's the advice that he gave me. He's the one who told me not to go off on the police. He just gave me all this advice before he died. And you mean to tell me he gave me all this good advice for him not to take the advice that he gave and book the police? Final report released an officer involved shooting death. Memphis 10. The Bartlett Police Department released its final report into the officer involved shooting death of a drug suspect in North Memphis. The case created a controversy because Bartlett officers served a warrant inside the city limits of Memphis. The report revealed that officers discovered marijuana in a residence in Bartlett that led them to Malcolm Shaw's home. The report cleared Detective Patrick Cece of any eternal charges in the shooting death of Shaw. 8 Bartlett police officers showed up outside Shaw's home on Stanridge last month. They were there to serve a search warrant on the hunt for marijuana. Earlier, a Bartlett detective and a confidential informant bought a half ounce of marijuana from Stanridge. According to the report, the officers had to ram the door, breaking down a steel door and a wooden door because no one answered after officers announced their presence several times. CC went inside the house and the other officers followed protocol by wearing highly visible police equipment. According to the report, Shaw made the conscious decision to forcibly resist the officers by pointing a gun at them and threatening them with deadly force. An autopsy report showed Shaw had cocaine and marijuana in his system at the time of the shooting. The report stated that CC, a 12-year veteran of the Bartlett Police Department, was highly trained.
Buddy, it's fucked up. Sure know what to say. You sure know what to say. That already is the pig.
business. Somebody ought to give God glory. I was standing on right there by the pole. And I took some boards to Malcolm because what happened was they were trying to get in the game. And I took some boards. As a matter of fact, Pastor Warren was your son. I left church on that Sunday and Malcolm was out there hanging out. And you know what he told them? This life is hard. You don't want to be a part of this life. It's a hard life. But he was real. So if you're going to be in it, you're going to be in it. So if you're not, don't play with it. And I stand before you today saying this to you guys. If you're going to be in the streets, be in the streets. So if you're going to come to Christ, come to Christ. Don't play with it. Because your life depends on your next decision when you walk out the door. Don't pick up your gun, don't pick up the blunt, don't pick up the bottle. Pick up your pen and begin to write to a senator and say, this shit is not going to happen no more. It may stop, and it may stop now. Because God dare you come up in the house to take your life. But you got to get ugly with it. Because they don't got ugly with you, so you got to get ugly with it. The devil is your life. We will have justice. We will have justice. We will. Sandwich. We will have justice. To the family, we may endure in the morning and night, but joy comes in the morning. And I'm trying to say to you today, good morning, because joy is coming to your life. Good morning.
Okay.
That's the man supposed to be having information, ain't it?
Yeah. That is Matthews.
That is Matthews. Fine shit. Trying to stay up and use this. I'm just dying to find out what information all day.
What about my granddad in a minute?
Shit, I'm like, damn, is it going to the right hands? Goddamn, is he working for the motherfucking man around this bitch? I don't trust the motherfucker. No, I don't trust nobody.
Oh, your dad.
Shit. Leave it.
Yeah. My feeling fine.
It don't make no sense. They murdered that man. And I know they murdered him. And in your report, you said you had to break down a steel door and a wooden door. You can't even get to the wooden door unless you got through the steel door first. That man had so many locks on that door. Plenty of locks on the door. So the only way you get in is if he lets you in. And another thing that I know that it was dark over there. So y'all was scared. What done in the dark comes to the light. It was dark over there. Malcolm didn't even have no power with MLGW. His power was being cut off from MLGW so long. He did not have no power. The only way that he was able to get lights inside his house was to power that old house up with a generator he made from an old car. That's how smart he was. He ain't had no MLGW either. He powered his whole house from an old car. And it was the only way that he had lights. So if the car wasn't running, that means wasn't no lights on. He just took the whole meter off the side of his house. So I know it was dark when the police showed up. So if y'all was on the inside of his house, y'all had to have flashlights because I know y'all didn't go outside and hook up his generator. The man's house stayed dark. And y'all talking about cocaine. Y'all talking about the weed and the gun. Y'all probably just found that in the house. Of course, he had a gun. He's a drug dealer. Those are things y'all found in the house. Y'all want to use it to clear up y'all name. So Officer CC, you are a murderer. You should be taken down as a murderer. You're gonna have to answer to God as a murderer because you murdered a man over some grass. The lamest excuse ever. You just want an excuse to continue to harass and extort black people. And that's the only thing you got left is grass. Y'all didn't have nothing on that man. He never stepped 1 foot in Bartlett. So I would have been surprised if I'm a Memphis man and the Bartlett police are at my door. I would never let you in. What are you doing here? I didn't have even step foot in Bartlett. He ain't even left outside of Memphis. The man didn't have no card on the car. He had that broken car. Didn't have no driver's license. He walked everywhere that he went. His clientele came to him. He had plenty of clientele. It's like once he died, a whole bunch of them D-boys was happy because it freed up some money for them. Y'all came and murdered that man. They're gonna tell a lie talking about you kicked in the door. Brian, look at the evidence of my video. The door is perfect. The wooden door is perfect. But now you go try to go visit Malcolm's house. They done tore his whole house down. They done knocked the whole house down. You try to cover up y'all lies. That's why we don't trust y'all. That's why they say they don't mess with the law. Because the law ain't messing with us. You come do whatever you want to whenever you feel like it. You tell us weed is illegal, but on the other, a little imaginary line that y'all made is legal. An imaginary line, you drew an imaginary line and talking about some step on this side, weed legal, but on this imaginary line, you step over there, it's not legal. Make it make sense. But I'm gonna wrap it on up with this. Y'all was wrong, and you will be judged for what you done. At the end of your life, you're gonna have to answer to God